Welcome to Vet Ranch. I'm Dr. Carrie. This little guy was just picked up. He was found running down the street. He's pretty skinny, as you can see. His real issue, look at his eyes. He can't even open his little eyeballs. They're kind of glued shut. Pretty worried about what's going on with him. We're going to try to take a look, but I have a feeling I'm going to need to sedate him to kind of peel those open and look at the eyeball itself. He kind of screamed earlier when I tried to pick him up, so he's obviously, you can tell, really painful in his eyes. So we are probably going to sedate him, and then we'll show you kind of what we find. Alright, so come zoom in a little bit, look at his eyes. We're going to try to break up this mucus. Oh baby. Actually, I'm probably going to have to sedate him. He squeaked and I freaked out and then sedated him because I didn't want him to be painful. This eye is open here. We're going to stain it and see if there's ulcers. And then we're going to try to go ahead and open this eye up. You may cry a little bit, but this is not going to feel it as bad. Away. Oh, it's just gentle debriding. I don't know what would cause him to get ulcers. Maybe chemical burns in his eyes. But we're going to stain him with this yellow stain, and it should show us where there's any cuts in the cornea, which can be super painful. So it kills me to know he was walking around unable to open his eyeballs at all because they hurt him so much. I'm going to put a deadening drop in there, and this basically numbs the surface of the eye. It only lasts about an hour, but at least he won't feel anything for a minute while we're working on him. So this is just a cool little drop we're going to put in there. That will kind of highlight any spots that he has that are cuts, kind of basically on his cornea. Okay, I know your eye hurt you. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. You can see this kind of cut across the cornea. It looks a little bit greenish, and then his eye looks a little bit cloudy because he has edema or kind of water and inflammation in his cornea. So that's super painful to him. This other one, I see some small ones in the corner, but nothing major. We're going to put some ointment in a couple times a day, and then also we're going to start him just on medication for pain. At least he can see, and he has them open now. And then he's got some ticks, and he's skinny, so we're going to try to get him on a good plan of nutrition too. Quiet, Blade. Nothing from you. We're about to film. Terry, stop. You, get down. You're being too crazy. Quiet on the set. It's been about 3 days. His eyes are open now, so definitely improved. But he's been a major pill to medicate. He's really been trying to bite them and stuff when they put in his eye meds. So we may have to sedate him, but we're going to try to look back in his eyes and see if those ulcers are any smaller. Are you crying? It's okay, monkey. But he's really sweet unless you try to give him medication, and then in that case he tries to bite you. Yeah? Are you bad? Are you bad? Here he is. He looks super sad with his muzzle, but he will bite you if you try to medicate his eyes. He still has that pretty big spot that's glowing right now. That's the same spot he had before, but it does look smaller to me. So then this one's gone. So we're just going to keep on medicating him. I'm probably going to add a second medication in there. Monkey man, I'm so sorry. All right, we got little man under anesthesia now. We're actually neutered him, so it was a big day for him. And then we're also checking his eyes. I went ahead and stained those. I don't know that we're going to be able to show you very well on the video footage, but he still has those little spots on his eyes, but they seem to be better. There's one in this lower corner. I don't know if you can see it. It's almost like a little scar now, so it's not taking up that stain anymore, but it's like a scar in the cornea. I have decided I think maybe he got hit or rolled by a car and got gravel in his eyes, because he had a lot of kind of wounds on him other places as well that are now healed up, and they had almost gravel and paint on them. So anyway, he's doing good so far. I think he definitely still has scars on his cornea, but he's super comfortable now. So we got him neutered. He's up to date on vaccines. We have a home waiting for him. So we're really excited to get this done, and we'll check back in a few days and just see how he's recovering. It's time to say goodbye to little Charlie Bright Eyes is what we called him. He is now going to his forever home. He's actually going to our grandmother, so we're excited. What's that? What's that? Did you do that? Did you? Ooh, ew, ew. So he's going to our grandmother's house, and he's completely normal now, and he's a crazy, playful puppy. So I just want to say thank you so much to you guys at Vet Ranch for paying for his care with your donations and allowing him a second chance. He's come a long way with the little dog stumbling on the road. As you couldn't see, all the way to this little guy who's going to live it up with our grandma for the rest of his days. Thank you again.
Sometimes when you're feeling young and you're feeling tough and you're all caught up, but you don't walk right and you don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong. But I know what you're going through. I know 'cause I've been there too. I don't walk right and I don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong. But I wanna be there for you, honey, working my job and making money. But I wanna be cool for you, baby. And I'm just a fool for you, girl. But you know, you're my whole world. Last week I was climbing a tree.